All right, I'm making myself do this tonight. My name's Justin, Two Star Garage. Thanks for being here. If you can, hit the subscribe button because I really need your guys' support to be able to do this type of stuff. This is a big job for me. I am the at-home family designated mechanic by default. It's not that I am a mechanic or I went to mechanic school. I like cars, I like trucks, but it's on me to get these things running and driving again and reliable so we don't get stranded somewhere on a trip. I've really wanted to step up the two-stall garage as far as being able to go out and find an old car. It has to be cheap, which means it's not going to be good, but find it, tow it, bring it home. We don't have a trailer, and we have, I would say, 65% of a truck, and this truck is a unicorn truck for us. It's a 1994 F350 XLT turbo diesel with a 7.3 liter powerstroke engine. It's got about 117,000 miles on it. These tires were new at one point in time, but it's been sitting for years. The transmission is out. The interior on this has become kind of a storage bin, unfortunately. This was my godfather's truck. His name was Brian. He passed from a brain tumor when he was 47 years old. And Brian had his own farm, did his farming. He had some animals as well. And we ended up inheriting this, my dad did, from my godfather's wife. And then eventually, Dad passed it down to me because it was so big. They really didn't drive it too many places. They just drove it kind of on Sundays. You can see the clear coats peeling off. So here it sits. It was last driven a couple years ago. We've been mowing around it. We were pulling some siding home. You guys are familiar with our siding project. And it overheated the transmission. I thought the brakes were going out or burning or something. Ended up pulling over and it was just pouring out the rear seal on the transmission like an open drain plug. This is not the first time that it's happened. It was the third time that that's happened. Replace the seal, top it back off with transmission fluid, and it would do it again anytime it was warm outside or was under load. So I don't know if something was bad in the transmission or if potentially the cooler in the front was bad, something like that. I am hoping that I can find the key. That door's locked, this door's open. Let's give you a little quick look around this thing where we're not up so close. So on the back, it's got your dually tires, of course. This was not a dually originally, but a doctor owned it, was the word before my godfather Brian owned it. And they put on the duals, all that stuff. When we got this, we put on the two-stall garage plate. It says 2023, and I can't remember if we got it licensed in 2023 just because we were planning on getting it back on the road, taking it to the transmission shop. But I don't know if it was driven in 2023 at all. See, it's got some fading, it's got clear coat peeling on it. Got a little rust on the front filler cap. Oh, man. Got some spider webs in there. A little bit of previous body work done on this. Just kind of all started to come off, peel. This paint looks good. Alignment's a little off maybe. You can see the weather stripping started coming off of the duals. Got to fix that. Inside the bed, everything looks good. My godfather, I believe he had this Rhino lined, and this stuff has just held up amazing. It has been so many years. It sits parked outside all the time, and it has continued to just do very well. That part of it. Underneath, we got a little bit of surface rust, except for when you look up here. Now, I don't know how to fix this. I'm not sure what the plan would be. Guys, send me your ideas for something like this. This is the original truck right here, and here your dually fenders just fastened on. So I'm thinking I could just take the dually fenders off and then do some sort of work to this just to prevent it from rusting any farther. But you guys tell me. Otherwise the frame, it looks fine. It's got surface rust on it. It's been sitting outside. It's a little questionable down there. Thankfully this door is unlocked. Jeep Liberty front grille. Jeep Grand Cherokee window or cargo cover. Got some weather stripping. Got some brakes for the 79 Chevy. Brake line right here. I remember putting these in here for the foreman. The seats in this were updated. They used to be this cloth material right here. Not a bad seat. This is still in pretty good shape. Looks good. Headliner up there looks in good shape. Optima batteries, before Optima batteries were made in Mexico, they last and last and last. These are like 10 years old, I think, and they're still rolling. Maybe I put new ones in here, I don't know, but we've still got battery charge in this. Everything feels just dusty and dry in here. Got the grab bars for when you hop up. Got the running boards. Oh boy, that's locked. And here's your interior. Giving you guys the back seat view. Pretty cool. Old pick 'em up truck. Check this out. Oh yeah, it works. Locks work. Door panels are in good shape. Could use a little cleaning. This is, seems like it's not ready to break. Definitely faded. A little bit of cracked leather. Lights work. Oh, I don't have the key. Where's the key for it? Anybody know? I have no idea. Radio Shack CB right here. Not connected, I can see that. And that. Controls. Those both work. This is free moving, that's good. Mix. Power, volume. All the buttons seem good. Eject, AMS, scan. What's AMS? Anybody know? Last oil change, 27,570, 39,335. You can tell that this has been, I mean, this last oil change sticker says 42,442 miles. It has definitely not been used in ages. My godfather was the last one to have this put in there. Probably started changing his oil all by himself. Tank selector switch, I know you have problems with that sometimes. Rear, does it change when we touch it? Probably has to be on. Rear view mirror. Let's go see. Got some registration papers over here. It's got the fifth wheel receiver hitch in there. This paint just really faded out. Not a huge deal. Glove compartment Road Atlas Reader's Digest. It's gonna be from a while ago. This was the last time it was driven. 4/16 of 2022. So what, it's May right now of 2025, so 3 years ago, 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, this was driven. And that was the last of it. Dog. Yep. E-Series O'Connell line 7.3 IDI. This is a power stroke, of course. 1994 owner's guide. That's neat. This is wonderful right here. This goes on the rear view mirror if we get this thing going again. When we get it going again, that's a pig, because ham was a big part of the family. And you won't understand unless I tell you, but we'll just keep that for right now. We're going to keep this as well. And anything else in here is just kind of extra, I guess. Looks like steering wheel removal bolts. Not sure what those are. Angel of grandmothers. Guardian angel thing. Here's a big lug nut. Just stuck down in there. Alright. We were looking for keys. None in there. Pop the hood. This thing's got a fuse panel right there. Brake controller. And yes, right there it is a 4-wheel drive. Perfect. Thanks for being here tonight, guys and gals. I appreciate you. I don't know how much we're going to get done in this video. Not a ton, but we're starting it off. We're going to try to keep that forward progress. A little like a hair or something on the camera. It is windy out today. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Hey, look at this. Sunglasses. Look at that. Can't see very good. Maybe you guys can see better than I can through them. Oh yeah. Nice. They're a little dirty from sitting, but I bet those will clean right up. I'm going to put these inside. Just add to the things that we got to take out. There it is. You know what? I did put new batteries in these. Look at this. 4 of 23. EverStart Max is definitely a Walmart battery. No wonder they're still good, but still, that's great. They have been sitting for a long time. 850 cranking amps, 1,000 at 32 degrees. 3-year warranty. They're holding up. This one is the same one. 4 of 23 as well. It's a little dusty in here. Got our fuel filter right there. Turbo. Look at all this dirt. It's just been piling up. This stuff is always kind of like that. It's like a cardboard material type stuff. It's got oil in it. It's probably down a quart and a half. Transmission fluid. This is probably completely gone. If I can get it out. Last I checked, this thing didn't move at all. It's got some in there. Surprisingly, it does, but probably not enough. Either the transmission is totally shot or it's low, but I mean, according to that, it's on there, but you got to check it hot. So that's probably making the difference right there. You can see you got a little bit of an oil leak by the turbo, and this thing is covered with oil from leaky valve cover gaskets. That definitely needs to be replaced. Another knock that I remember is this thing had glow plugs that need to be replaced. Several that had been replaced, and others, 2 of them that had not been. It's like a little patchwork on the vacuum hose for the turbo. Non-disposable air filter. I'm pretty sure this one does not have K&N anymore. I remember replacing that. Those aren't very good anyways. Would think my godfather put that on there before all the knocks came out about that. Still got some washer fluid in here. Brake reservoir still full. If you look down in here, there is just a little bit. It's like got a two-layer filter. One is for big chunks, and the other is for the small material. We got this thing right here. Anybody know what that is? Not sure. Yeah, spiderweb galore. Otherwise, everything looks intact. This is a little choppy looking. The engine is not stuck. Did validate that. Full to the brim, just about. All right, now let's see if we can find the key for this. Yeah, good stuff. Hey, Crystal. All right, I gotta show you guys something. You ever had a project and then you switch to the other project, even when it's way more important to work on the project that you were working on? There it is, still there. I haven't done any work on this. I've got the kids at home with me right now. I don't want to be underneath there while they're here running around. I want to be out and about so I can tend to them, so I figured I'd work on the 1 ton tonight. All right, let's look for Ford keys. There's a Ford key. It does not look like the one that goes to the 1 ton, but maybe we'll get lucky. And there's another Ford key. That might be for the door. Dodge Demon key. We don't need that one anymore. All right, it's the only one. What's this? Dodge key. That's all we got. Let's hope for the best. Hopefully this is gonna work. I doubt it. Survey says nope. Let's go look in a different spot. Look at that. There it is. All right, now let's do this the right way. Let's take all this stuff out of here and let's do this like we actually want to drive this thing again. Because I do. I really want to. I hope to be able to take you guys on trips or we pick up new projects, your trips where my wife and I and our kids go camping. Bring you guys along for that type of stuff. Why? You guys are looking for a good fuel pump. You can get this from O'Reilly. This works great. Camper connector, internal grill. If you guys are looking for an internal grill, go to the junkyard and get those for your Jeep Liberty or Jeep Liberty CRDs. Hey, look at this. We got some jack stands. That's good. Been missing those. Spider web. We don't want those with eggs. No, thank you. Thread, seal, weather stripping. The Foreman's full of wood over yonder by the barn, so I can't throw this garbage into that, but I will. Fuel filter. Oh yeah, clamps and everything. We'll keep those. Constant pressure clamps, those are good. Put that in the good pile. Brake shoes. What's this? Drum brake kit. These are all for the Foreman, and a thermostat for the Foreman, and a brake line for the Foreman. We will take all of this, put it right inside the truck. And if you're wondering what like your fender liners look like, you probably can't see me because of the sun very well. It looks like this. It's like leather or cardboard, not really sure, but it's definitely not plastic these days. There we go, we're looking better. Spider webs in the corner. No water leaks that I see, so that's good. All right, all this other stuff I'm gonna put right in the back. Those sunglasses that have been missing for years. Wow, registration. That back in there. Yep. The puppy. Sure, I'll put that back in. Road Atlas that we will never use. Not in the days of navigation. Ancient phone charger cable. There's a USB micro cable. Okay. Put this right here. All right, we're getting closer to starting this thing up. We're keeping the CV in here, absolutely. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave the hood up. Doesn't look like there's any obstructions in the air filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start this up. It has been sitting for a long time. I think it's gonna start up and run. I know it will. Just depends on if it's gonna die or not a couple times. It's warm enough out where it should start and run. All right, are you ready? I'm gonna leave the microphone out here so you guys can hear it better. These would have like a little lever right down here. Pull, and pull, pull. Can't do it. There we go. Cup holders, these are pretty basic. All right, we're gonna do the first turn of the key right here. Nothing. Zero glow plugs. Does this work? Huh. Will it crank? Nope, it's dead. Well, I'm glad it held power. Let's go get a battery cable, battery jumper. All right, this is gonna be your second from the top of the totem pole for the Harbor Freight jump boxes. There is probably a procedure called out where you're supposed to use a certain battery to do the jumping, if you gotta do that. We're just going for the one closest to us right here. Looks a little corroded. So this was laying underneath the 1-ton. Pulled it out. I got to take these parts. It's a little windy out, so I apologize for wind noise. Put these away. It's a pretty nice day out on the farm. Got our buck built homemade log splitter right there. Kids left their car out here. They were riding earlier. And if you can hear me, I'll put this in the video. It's been quite breezy lately. We are taking this out to the 2006 Jeep Liberty CRD. I haven't released the video on this. I recorded it a long time ago. It was last fall. And there was a lot of rust under the Jeep Liberty. And this was my dad's Jeep Liberty CRD. And I just can't seem to let it go. So we'll see if we can open the door and put this part in. Oh yeah, it actually doesn't smell bad in there. Probably because the little trees is hanging right there. Uh-huh. Yep. Well, every day it keeps getting farther off from being redone. I mean, just look at that. Why do I have to make it out of such thin metal? What a bummer. So that is why I got overwhelmed. I went out and I bought the black Jeep Liberty, which is known as the Nightmare Liberty. The Omni's still sitting here waiting. We would like to get the grass around these outbuildings completely trimmed up. Maybe do a perimeter fence out here that separates the yard and the pasture. We used to have a nice big windbreak fence right back there. We'll give you a tour of the farm sometime. Well, look at that. This has been sitting here for years. This is the front bumper cover of that 2006 Liberty. There's the grill. What a mess. Here is the radiator, and this is the intercooler. Pretty sure we did a swap. All right, here's an update. It's super windy out today, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna have to turn a certain way. The GoPro died on me last night, not the battery. It just didn't work as per normal. So I missed a whole bunch of cranking that I was doing on this thing. What I did is I brought up the Harbor Freight jump pack and I did a bunch of cranking on this. I didn't get it to start up because the battery was too low. It fired once or twice. That was about it. So without further delay, hopefully the GoPro is working today, because I would like to show you guys the first start if we can get this thing to start up today. I'm gonna hook this up, this jump pack here. It's the second biggest that Harbor Freight offers, and it was charging all night long, so it's at 100%. It's in good shape. Let's see, what battery do we want to use? I think I'm gonna try this one again. I don't know if I showed you guys the batteries on this or not. Haven't reviewed the footage that we had. Let's see, there's negative. After I cranked on this for quite a while, we're at, you know, not very fast because it didn't have charge, but I tried a bunch of times. There was a little bit of smoke, I think, that came off of that coil right there, which is great. Not really great, but you know what I'm saying. I am right in a spot where the wind just wings right around the little garage here. So with that said, you might get some wind noise, and I apologize. There's nothing much I can do about it. Let's go ahead and do this. We're at 11.2 volts. I actually tried just turning the key forward to get the glow plugs to do their thing. The glow plugs on this, when I do turn it to the on position, it's gonna go click, 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 click. Kids, because one of them, two glow plugs are mismatched. So that's why it's not just gonna go full on with the glow plugs. Wait, the start light is on, of course. That shuts off, then I hit the start. So we're gonna get this going, see if we can fire it up for the first time. I think the problem is the transmission cooler, probably something with the transmission as well. I don't know, we'll see. Last night it didn't want to start. I even broke out the starting fluid, but we're not gonna go that route. All right, 12.8, this thing might beep a little bit. Doesn't like being connected for too long. It reminds you that it's turned on. All right, that just means it's ready to try to fire off. Glow plugs or glow plug, and we're gonna wait for that clicking to stop. And then as soon as you hear it stop, I'm gonna hit it. Good luck, thank you. Well, that was not great. We're gonna try again. Good luck, thank you very much. We're trying, guys. I mean, this thing is, I don't know. It's been sitting. I love how that thing does it. I don't know if it stops the charge or not. That, do it again. Here we go. Go for it. Nothing. All right, here we go. Nothing, man. As far as I'm concerned, this Harbor Freight jump pack, it's just not what it says it is. Oh well, we tried. You know how it goes. This thing's probably way down. 11.8. I don't have a typical battery charger. So what do I do? What would you guys do? I'm gonna have to get a battery charger, so I'm gonna buy one of those today. and I'll be back. Hopefully the GoPro recorded this one this time, guys. I throw away a lot of video content because the GoPros, they just don't work very good. But you deal with what you can afford. And yes, that is me venting for probably the first time on the YouTube channel. I am frustrated. Hi. Hi. This is Kevin McAllister, the father. Hey guys, another night. Welcome back. It has been a hot minute. It's taken me 1 week, give or take a day, to get 2 batteries maintenance, repaired, fixed, I think. And it's getting dark out again today. Kids are running around playing. Got the keys to the Ford OBS 1-ton here. And I'm gonna see if we can give it a first startup. And no, I have not cheated. We are gonna see how this thing does. Hopefully we've got enough charge. It is completely dead. Oh, I didn't put the batteries on. Hey, Crystal. No, don't go in there. Okay, so I should do this the appropriate way, but for now, I'm just gonna connect them on like this. I'm gonna put you down and do it the right way. The right way-ish, I would suppose. Yep. These are a little bit corroded. So I suppose that takes the right way and just completely erases it from the equation here. But I need to get this test done to see if we're working again. And I'm not going to tighten them down too far because we got to take them off, clean up these cable ends. I think that's going to be good for now. Good-ish. Seen a 1-ton driving through town tonight. Had the same, it wasn't a 1-ton, it was like an F250. Had the same color combo though. Made me want to get this one going. All right. Here we go. Okay. It's been a long day. It's Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. If it's not Sunday night, I hope you're having a good day. Whatever it might be. I can hear that clicking. The glow plugs are warming up. They're mismatched, like I said, so they're not warming up appropriately. And it's cold. It's about 50 degrees right now. It's not cold, but it's not 90. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oy, it did not sound good. My son said I scared him. Oh boy. You hear it? Let's try it. Let's go check it out. Yep. That's a 7.3. Clayton. My son just said PU. PU. Yeah, well, that's a diesel. Let's check out oil pressures. Got oil pressure. It's charging. I don't know what, if it's got number 1 or number 2 in it. Unlock. Pay no attention to the garbage over there sitting in the driveway. I tell you what, we got a lot of projects going on. We have not been home, and when we are home, we're working. Not out here, but for work. Got all this that needs to go to a roll-off. We're gonna bring that in here. We're gonna clean the farm up. We're still working on it. I'm gonna let this idle up to temp. If we're not running for quite a while, it sounds just fine. I remember the lights being a little bit sensitive and not working. You can see it's a little touchy. That switch needs to be replaced. We've got, goes out for the brights. Got one headlight for sure. I need to get some clips. You guys know where I can get some clips to hold this dash on. Gotta get that cleaned up. I dare turn on the heater. Thankfully this thing still moves pretty freely. It's a little bit restricted going back. This way it turns all the way. Vent. Oh, dust coming out. All right, it's getting dark out, so I'm gonna just throw it in reverse. I don't think it's gonna move. We'll put it in drive as well, make sure there's no kids in the way. Reverse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last time I drove it, it kicked everything out. That rear main by the tail. Nothing. Oh. It was trying. Let's hop on out of here. We're gonna call that a win. Took me a week to get that far, but limited time, that's what happens. I hope you guys in your limited time find the motivation to get out there and just do what you can. All right, kids are getting the bugs out of the pool over there. 1994 Ford OBS, 1-ton crew cab, dually 4x4. Started, runs, doesn't drive. We got to do something with that transmission. I'm thinking about just putting a new transmission cooler on there, replacing the seal, and seeing how far that gets us. Probably a waste of time. Probably be better off doing just a new transmission or a rebuilt one. Don't trip here. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next time. We're gonna keep this moving, okay? All right, keep encouraging me because I need that, and I'll fire some encouragement right back at you as well. Good night, everyone, from our garage to yours. My face is getting cold. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.